Everybody, what's going on, everybody? If you don't know, now you know. Listen, do you guys know the devil only know your past? He don't know your future. Only God know our future. God created us. He know from when we was born, from before the world was even created, from to our death. So I'm going to talk about so this morning when I was driving to work, the Holy Spirit said, tell your story. Tell more of your story. So more of the story is when I used to be, let's say, I could say, I used to be a dirtbag in my marriage. I used to be a dirtbag husband. I used to act like I was single. I used to I used to do a lot that I wasn't supposed to be. But the reason why is because, and I'm not going to blame it on the alcohol, but so when you drink like liquor, so if you know anything in Philly, we got the wine and spirit, right? So we got the wine and we got the spirits. So the more of the spirits you drink, the more of the spirit that's in you open up to the devil to be able to have access to that spirit. If you don't know, we are spiritual beings. Like, we're spiritual beings. That's the way God made us. So certain things, some people say, alcoholism is a disease. No. It's not a disease. It's a spirit. I had that spirit on me. I drunk, and the more I drunk, the more I could be like, to try to use that as an excuse for all the stuff I was doing. Nowhere near I'm perfect, or was a perfect husband, but I learned how to be the right husband that I was supposed to be. So a lot of the times I used to drink, and it was just that spirit that was on me that actually just, it was like this. So when that spirit was on you, it was closing out. It wasn't letting. So this is how it is. The more, so it's like, okay, let's look at it like this. You know what I mean? Think of a jar, right? Think of a jar, right? Like a jar, whatever. Like pickles, mayonnaise, Miracle Whip, a jar. Just think of a jar. Jar, candy, whatever. So when you first get the jar, you buy it and it's sealed closed, right? So you bought it because you wanted whatever was inside, or you wanted to use whatever was inside, right? So once you open it, you start using what's inside. It might take a long time to use it or a short time to use it, depending on how much that you wanted to use whatever it is. So once you use it up, you got an empty jar, right? Now you can put whatever you want in that jar after you use whatever was in there at first. You dig me? So you either put bad stuff in it or something good in it. Same way with how we are. So now, you think of the jar, you can put dirty motor oil in it, dirty cooking grease. You can put dirt. You can put cigarette butts. You can put whatever that's negative, you can put in it. Or you can put candy, the stuff, your coins, the stuff that is positive. So back then, I used to put a lot of negative stuff in there. This is when it all comes to, you gotta let your old self die, and for your new one in the beginning, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? You pulling off layers, you putting layers back on. Same thing, but you putting it in the jar. So that's how our spirit is. So we constantly feeding it. I was constantly feeding negative stuff. The songs that we listen to tell us about, for example, Jamie Foxx, blame it on the alcohol. Yeah, you do wrong, you gonna be like, oh, I'm blaming it on the alcohol. You listen to Dru Hill, somebody sleeping in my bed, or anything, all kinds of songs. All that stuff, when you listening to it, it's just feeding your spirit. So when you speak in your spirit, that's what you are putting inside of you. You get me? So at a time, you gotta start dumping that stuff out and putting new stuff in, new refreshing stuff in, putting God in. So you push out more of the world, because all that stuff is in the world. So we bring all that stuff in. You know what I mean? Like all the stuff that's in the world, all the stuff, like the music, the smoking, the drinking, the doing pills, or whatever is in the world. We have to push all that stuff out and start bringing God in. Because the more of the world you push out, the more of God that you can bring into you. So, by me always, I was running the streets or doing whatever I was doing, I was just bringing all that negative stuff in. But after I got my DUI, I wanted to change, because I knew that I was better than that. It was affecting my marriage when I was drinking, because I was living like the world. And I knew I was supposed to be living better than that. You know what I mean? Like, God wanted more out of me. I was dimming my light. And that's not what God wanted. But He let me do it. So now that I could tell a story that maybe help somebody else so they won't have to go through it. I went through some stuff to be able to speak about it. And drinking, a lot of the things that I was doing was letting them spirits attach to me. Spirits are like leeches. You know what I mean? They get a hold of you, and if you don't have God in your life to help you be able to detach the leeches, them spirits that's on you, they're gonna stay on you and they're gonna suck you dry. Now there's only two places you could go. I don't know if y'all believe it, but it's a fence. It's a fence. It's either one side or the other, right? When it comes to a fence. One side or the other. A wall, same thing. One side or the other. You gotta pick. You either want to be on God's side or on the devil's side. There's no fence. You can't sit on the fence. You can't sit up there and walk on the fence. You can't be in the middle. So you're going to have to choose. And God giving us the option. He giving us the option to choose. Because God can make us just serve Him. He can make us if He want to. But He's giving us the option. Now, do you want to be on the winning side? Or do you want to be on the losing side? Because at the end of the day, the devil knows he's going to lose. So guess what? Since he already know that, he gonna try to take whoever he can with him. All right, so for example, right? For example, if you didn't know, now you know. Listen, the devil, when he wasn't always the devil. He was God's top music. He was in heaven over the music. He was the music person he was the one that was in charge of the music, of praise of God. And he seen that all the angels was loving the music, so he started thinking that he could be God. He thought he was better than God because he was in charge of the music, and people was loving the music. So he thought like, well, they loving the music, so they loving me. So I'm like God. I'm God. So that's how he got kicked out of heaven. So if you look at it, everything nowadays is controlled by music. Because that is the devil's playground. Music. That's where he started from. That's where he going to end. Is with the music. I regret a lot of things that I did in my past, in my marriage. I really do. There was a lot of things I missed in my marriage with my wife. And it wasn't just because, I was running the streets. It's like I was always working. You know what I mean? I was working, doing this job, doing that job. And then after work, I go out and hang out all night. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's where I was supposed to be. But at the end of the day, I look at it like I went through it so I could speak about it. I'm not going to talk about nothing that I ain't never been through. You feel what I'm saying? I can't. I'm only going to speak about what I've been through. And as I started my walk to get back in line with God, to fix my marriage, to fix my relationship with God, fix broken friendships, fix my family, us not communicating. Little by little, I stopped having the urge to wanting to drink. You know what I mean? It don't say that we can't drink. It's the drunken spirit that messes us up. You know what I mean? I'm to the point now, when it comes to drinking, I rarely drink. Like, rarely. Because it's not in me no more. You know what I mean? Like, so I just want you guys just to remember, like that jar, listen, once it's empty, that's you knowing, okay, now it's time for me to choose what I want to put inside of me. So think of yourself as that jar. What do I want to put inside me? Do I want to put more God in me? Or do I want to put more of the world in me? So which way you want to go? You're going to have to choose. Like, you're going to have to choose. You know what I mean? And I got to the point where I was tired of messing up my blessings. Because I always would do good, and then I'll fall short every time. And listen, I got a praying mom. And I got an obedient mom. God tell my mom something, and she do it. And a lot of times, this is what I see. My eyes was closed. I you know, but I had a mom that her eyes was open. So when God tell her to speak, she would speak. I remember one time, I was doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing. And my mom called me out the blue. And was like, Derek, out the blue. I'm like, what's up, Mom? She like, whatever you doing, you need to stop. I'm like, what? Whatever you doing, you need to stop. The devil wants you dead. And you stay on this path, it's going to happen. And right back, at that time, I wasn't right with God. I knew him, but I wasn't right with him. When she told me that, guess what I did? I stopped right then and there. Cold turkey. Bang. Stop. Done. And when I stopped, and I said, listen, it's a wrap. Oh. What happened? I'm stopping. My mom called me. She said something. I'm done. What? Is your mom a witch? Nah, my mom not no witch. God uses her. And she speaks to me. When I can't see, when my eyes closed, and I can't see, God always puts somebody there to help you see. And she did. And she always did. Always. She always did. My mom always did. Sometimes she's speaking. I'm not gonna say I'm scared. I just cause sad some of the times you be like, man, you talking crazy. I ain't listening. Cause I know it's gonna happen. But that's the way that God set it up, you know what I mean? Like, so my advice is to, when you get to that point, when you can choose which way you want to go, either you want to put the bad things in you, the things of the world, or you put more of God, the studying, the talking about, just trying to tell people about your story and how God changed you. You gotta choose. You 100% gotta choose. I'm tired of messing up. I was so tired of messing up. I was so tired. I was so tired. Like, I was tired because it's like it never worked. It never worked. The way I was trying to do it never worked. Never. I said, you know what? Let me just do it God's way. I started doing that, and God just started opening doors. He started blessing. He started, blessing. And the crazy part, he was showing me. He don't got to show me nothing. He don't got to show us nothing. But he does it. He does it. He'll show you. He'll show you. He'll show you, like, I ain't got to show you, but I'm going to show you anyway. And he do. So, you know, me being a husband and being the husband God's way, I had to learn and I had to focus on it and understand, like, God, okay, I'm over. I wanna do right. I wanna do what I gotta do. You know what I mean? Because I got tired of messing up my blessing. I wanted to live right. And so that's what I did. I started focusing on living right, putting God first, putting my wife second, my family. You know what I mean? I put myself behind, you know, because it's not about me. It's about God and my family. You know what I mean? So I just want whoever watches this, listen. choose. You're gonna have to choose. If you're gonna do it the right way or the wrong way. But you're gonna have to choose. And my choice was to do it the right way. Because I like being on a winning team. You know what I mean? And I want to help people. That's why this channel is here. This is why I'm doing this, to help people, outreaching. I mean, I could outreach doing this. I could talk to people. I don't mind talking. So this is why this channel is here, so I could talk. But I hope you guys understand. It's just, you know, that jar, man. You need to really figure out in your life, like, what do you want to go in there? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So you really got to sit there and be like, man, what do I want to go in here? You feel what I'm saying? So listen, I hope this will bless somebody. I'm gonna come in with my part 4 for my I'll let yourself die before your new life, your new self begin. But I just had to say that. Holy Spirit was talking to me this morning. That, you know, it wanted me to, because I don't want nobody to think that I was perfect, and I wasn't. I actually was, like I said, I was really a dirtbag in my. It was times where I was trying to leave my wife. I was trying to leave her. You know what I mean? My mom told me one time, how you gonna leave? Hold up. You wanna leave after you asked God for it? Remember in my last video, or one of my videos back then, I prayed for my wife. I prayed to have her. So why would I want to leave something that I prayed for? You know, you get what I'm saying? Like, I asked God for her. And all of a sudden I wanted to leave her? Nah. That wasn't nothing but them spirits trying to block me from doing the things I was supposed to be doing the things the right way. You know what I mean? So, like I said, my mom, she is a blessing. She always was that person that had nothing but the best interest, because of her being obedient to God, and then God saying, listen. Because at the end of the day, that's my mom. We all connected at the end of the day, all of them. It started for 2 people. It started with Adam and Eve. A man and a woman. That's where it started. From a man and a woman. That's exactly where it started from. So we all connected. We all brothers and sisters. Yeah, we all look different. But at the end of the day, we all brothers and sisters. So listen, I'm not gonna hold you up no more. I just wanted to say that. I just wanted, you know, you guys to understand, like, you know, you can choose what you want to do. You got a choice. Either you could do left or right. Open, close. It's a choice. It's a choice. Bad, good. So it's always a choice. Now, what you choose is what you choose. So listen, guys, I'm not gonna be on here too much longer. I just wanted to say that. Follow, share, subscribe, share, and like and share. I mean, we gonna be coming with more videos, guys. Like, we coming. I you know. So I just wanted you guys. I just want to get on here real fast and, you know, say what I had to say about that. So I mean, listen, God changed me so much, where it's like, wow. You know what I mean? And some people know me, some people don't, but I'm letting you guys know, like, God changed me a lot, a whole lot, like, where I'm a different people. I'm so different in a lot of things. So listen, get at me if you got any questions. Y'all can ask. I just thank you for tuning in. Just know that you can change. It could be different. I thank you guys. I'll talk to you guys later.